Hi, I'm Mitchell.
I'm Blair.
I'm Alec.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Claire.
And today the goal of our assignment is to find the most important problem and to find the most effective solution for that problem.
We're going to do this by figuring out what some problems that are going on and listing them, and then kind of pinpointing and analyzing the one specific one that we think takes priority. And then we're going to try and list out some criteria and make some brainstorm ideas, and then we're going to just evaluate all of our ideas and solutions.
So one of the first problems I thought about was the customer base at the company was starting to decline.
Like, there was also a huge problem with the slipping profits because of all that.
I recognize that there was a fear of a lawsuit.
I did notice that the new employees are not being taken seriously.
Right, and I think it's kind of important that employees are really fearing this diversity initiative. You know, we really need to make sure they calm down and do their jobs.
There was also a problem with the senior managers, like they could care less about the affirmative action going on.
Right, and one of the senior managers, Charlie Nighthorse, was wanting to quit because he took all the blame for it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
And all of this was creating like a hostile environment for the employees.
Okay, so then what do we think the most important problem is?
A specific problem from all of this, I would probably say would be the new diversity plan isn't working correctly.
I agree, because all this is basically from the new diversity plan minus this one.
Yeah.
Most of these problems stem from the diversity.
Yeah, there's like a little bit that lead to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think we should probably focus on the diversity plan.
And effective new
causing-
diversity
yeah.
plan. Perfect, okay. So we're gonna erase this and we can say our main problem is finding an effective diversity plan.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, next we should probably see like really how it's hurting the company.
So we'll list out our possible solutions.
Kind
And
of
like
like analyzing the
Analyze
problem
the
a
problem.
little more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, obviously, like we said, like a bunch of different things led to this. Like there was like I said, all the profits and like the managers aren't really caring about what's going on.
Yeah, like upper employees were like calling the new employees by names and saying, "Oh, shouldn't you be at home baking cookies and stuff like that?"
Yeah, like that one that was like it was like needed a translator to talk to them. Like that was pretty inappropriate, like a word.
They were
Like-
even got scared to like start interviews because
Yeah.
the employees didn't want to get in trouble for not hiring the correct people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those new supervisors are just being disrespected by the subordinates and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
Wasn't
weird.
taken seriously.
Yeah.
So I think that's quite a bit of evidence that it wasn't working.
Yeah, for sure. So, guess we can figure out maybe like what some like criteria would be to like kind of figure out our like solution.
So one criteria I think would be cost.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
for
cost
sure.
is a huge factor.
Anyone have like a specific range?
Yes. Anyone even know anything about that? Like,
I would say at less than $10,000, I think $10,000 would be the limit.
Sounds like a good, yeah.
because they're seems to be a pretty like big company. They should be able to put $10,000 aside to
I
figure
think they
that out.
really need to know more about the company.
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
to some accountants or something.
Yeah.
Definitely need to be a little more.
What did you say?
Just said you need
Oh.
to know more about the
Okay.
And then I guess time would be a big deal.
Yeah. I would say it needs to be done in like the first quarter, so like
Yeah.
3 months.
Yeah, because if this doesn't get fixed, like,
Yeah. Like all these problems are happening right now, so I think they need to like do it as fast as possible,
Yeah.
but at the longest 3 months.
And then,
Employee satisfaction.
yeah,
that is a
for
good
sure.
one.
Yeah, because,
If the employees are happy, then they're gonna follow policy.
yes.
I guess employee and customer satisfaction, because what happens to get, like, it's gonna stem
Yeah.
from the employees.
If the employees are happy, then they'll do their job
Yeah.
correctly and it'll,
That's so true.
Right, like one more thing, I believe the profits are down because of all this.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
from a business standpoint, it's kind of the biggest deal. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay.
So something that improves profits.
Yeah. Okay. Seems like a good
So
bit.
now we can do our solutions based on these criteria?
Yeah.
Or, well, I think kind of first we just need to throw out some solutions.
Yeah.
Just anything that we can
Right.
think of.
Yeah. So I guess one solution would be to really just fire all these people that
Are not listening.
aren't doing their job and are being like discriminative to their like coworkers. That's insane.
I think another possible solution would be to introduce the new diversity plan in phases instead of all at once and being so like indicative about it, like you have to do this now.
Mm-hmm.
And like introduce like different phases to it, like over the time span of maybe 3 months.
And to add to that, all employees should have diversity training before they enter, unlike the other one where
Yes.
it was
Yeah.
entering and not having that diversity.
Yeah, I had said
Yeah.
something about all new to and existing employees, they could send them off to some type of training or like education seminar to where they
Mhm.
learn about diversity and get educated to where
Get
maybe they'll
informed.
actually respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
Everybody.
hire someone like or some company to come in and
Come in
educate
and train
at-
them, yeah, instead of sending them,
Yeah.
we could do that too. And I think, solution would be to like remake the diversity plan.
Mhm.
So, I
And
think
get-
one of the big issues was, that they were gonna be terminated automatically if they did something wrong that didn't follow the plan, and I think that was making a lot of them scared, and that's why they weren't wanting to hire and stuff, so I think maybe they should have like a strikeout system, like you get up 2 warnings, then maybe you're fired and stuff like that.
And maybe the plan, like, we can get, other employees to say like their ideas and
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
new
so I
plan,
guess
like, we
put,
can
like-
get employee input
Yeah.
Like strike out
For the new-
and then
for the new plan.
I don't know, maybe I've watched too much of The Office, but I feel like this company should hold some little parties, some little mixers, you know?
Yeah.
So they can kind of get to know
Yeah.
the new
They can better-
supervisors.
better
Yeah.
relationships
So,
with each
like,
other.
Maybe they won't treat them so poorly.
Like employee mixers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
and then I guess also just hire new employees that have like a clear head on them and they aren't so stuck in this mindset.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
in the hiring process, make sure that the person is kind of like open, you know, already.
And I do some sort of like analysis on them in a way
Yeah.
that you can figure it out.
Yeah.
Like a survey or something.
One of
Yeah.
our problems is that the hiring process is on hold right now.
Yeah,
But
maybe put like survey.
Yeah.
it would really help if we had some, more diverse at the lower levels, instead of
Mhm.
just putting them right up into the supervisor position,
Yeah.
kind of.
Because they weren't
things
taking
out.
them serious at all in that position.
Okay, so that seems like a good bit of criteria. So I guess
So-
we can kind of look at it and figure out.
Evaluate all of
Yeah.
these based on
Yeah.
our criteria.
So looking back on the criteria, you know what the specific problem is itself.
So costs, we can like evaluate all those based on costs first and see which ones work or not. So firing costs nothing.
Hiring costs nothing, but then.
But they might
Yeah,
lose
hire-
money.
To
Yeah.
hiring people does cost money.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And not having enough employees by firing them can lower the profit also.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're gonna do like some sort of like signing bonuses and stuff like that for the new employees, so
Yeah.
that could be
And maybe like
costly.
firing all those people at once probably isn't a good idea because
Mhm.
they'll put themselves in a bind.
So I guess we can cross that out.
wait,
I mean, not that one.
The on the fire non.
Fire non-listening employees, right next to the station. There you go.
Carry my hand.
Introduce plan in phases.
That sounds pretty cheap.
Yeah, I don't think that would cost too much, if it's.
The only thing is the time.
Yeah, the time's
Yeah.
a problem there, but then you are kind of distributing your money little by little, cause you're kind of doing the
Yeah.
phases a little bit by a little bit, but yeah,
But
the
if they can make
time-
it work in the 3-month span, I think that would be a
Yeah, and I
pretty
think
good
it could,
idea.
I think it could work in 3 months.
Cause
Yeah.
having it all at once is too much and they're not gonna remember
Yeah.
all of it, and then doing training and like actually focusing on one thing at a time, they're more willing to implement it as they go on
Yeah.
than the 3-month process.
Right, but the plan's kinda like already in place, so, I mean, that would be ideal, you know, if we could go back
Mhm.
and do it in phases, but it's kinda already there.
Yeah.
You know, so you'd have to
Yeah.
like,
But maybe like the new one that they rework up, like we had said, like a new one.
right,
And whatever they change to that one, or like make the
Mhm.
new one, can kinda implement it differently.
Yeah, so you combine, like, revising the plan and then introducing it in phases, like.
Yeah,
like a
we can combine
combination.
those two. And maybe we can also combine that with getting the employee input,
Yeah, I agree with that.
because one of our things is employee satisfaction, and if they're
And
giving input, they'll probably be happier with how it comes out.
And satisfaction will go with like employee mixers, like once they get to know each other, they're gonna be happy to work with each other,
Yeah.
cause they're gonna be able to meet them.
Yeah, exactly.
Know who they are, where they come from, relate with them, etc.
Only thing is the mixers could be too like extravagant, cause that could get expensive
It's
to them
cost,
how many
yeah,
employees.
cause you
Yes.
already have, yeah.
Like if you're trying to like rent out like Top Golf or something, like it might just be.
Or just like
an
an office party on a Friday, like casual day.
Yeah,
and-
Yeah, like
Yeah,
after the
maybe
work day is
something-
over, they could maybe like order them pizza or something
Do
and.
some sort of lunch.
Or they all go out to eat and they just pay for their own tab or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the company just pays for the appetizer or something.
And like maybe make one, like out of the 3 months, like one of them mandatory that they have to attend so they can meet,
Yeah.
something like that. Then
Okay, so,
hire new employees, cost, you gotta make sure like that.
yeah. So can we put that solution together and like see like with
Yeah.
the thing, so,
So what are we, everything we're putting together is.
You have to focus on like our initial problem itself and then kind of relate it. We've made sure that our criteria kind of fits all those solutions, so I guess it's just kind of figure out like what solution
Is the
handles the
best
problem.
yeah, how
that
can we
handle
put it
the
together
problem
the best, yeah.
To make the effective diversity thing. So.
What was strikeout again?
Like one strike, 2 strikes, 3 strikes, they're
Oh.
fired.
Instead of just automatically, that's kind of part of
Yeah, yeah.
remaking the plan,
Right.
kind of, like, you
Yeah.
change that part of the
Right.
plan to a strikeout system instead of automatically, so that kind of fits in with the,
Right.
make the new plan.
yeah, I mean, to summarize our solution, we're just revising the plan. Like,
Right,
you know,
and all of these things kind of have to do with revising the plan, like,
Yeah.
they all go together in harmony to.
Yeah,
Make an effective
Yeah.
to make
diversity
our,
plan.
yeah, so I think like our final solution would be revising the plan.
Revising the plan,
Mhm.
making it fit effectively,
and
having
including kind of all these different solutions, like including.
that meet our criteria.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna erase this and put our final solution as
yeah,
a revised.
and you can
Like
kind of
revising.
like tally under it the parts of it that we would kind of revise, and how
Yeah.
we would do it.
How is our time looking?
We're at 14 minutes right now.
Okay. So,
Okay, so we're gonna revise our plan, and in these revisions, we're gonna include.
It's gonna have, do it in steps.
We're gonna do it in phases, not just all at once.
but in a 3-month time period to meet our
Yeah.
So-
criteria.
Yeah.
So I
phase it in
guess,
3 months, so like maybe one session a month. Like
Yeah, yeah.
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 so yeah, so maybe put.
Adding into that a mandatory employee mixer to like create bonds and
Yeah.
friendships.
Mhm.
That's in the plan.
And
And
then
then
some sort
The
of,
strikeout system instead of automatically.
Mixers.
Mixers. And then we said mandatory,
And the phases, like 3 months phase, like one phase each month.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other ideas?
I guess doing some sort of, like seminar or something about.
So they can be informed.
And like knowing about
Yeah, I think
how to
diversity
conduct
is.
themselves kind of
Yeah.
in the workplace.
so as a part of the plan, like have education similar for them.
So does
So-
this satisfy our need for a solution?
So in conclusion, I feel like
In conclusion, I feel like all this would be less than 10,000. It's a 3-month period. We're gonna have, we forgot to put input, but we did say that in the possible solutions, that the input's gonna create employee satisfaction
Yeah.
and customer satisfaction. So I believe that revising the plan and having a strikeout system, mixers, mandatory phases, a seminar each month that's mandatory as well, and what I just said.
employee
Having-
input.
Having that input from all the employees.
Sorry, I have a really bad memory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, employee input will follow all the criterias and goes under our main solution as to revise the plan.
I agree.
I think it's
That's
great.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Alright, well,
Awesome.
thank y'all.